Hey, what up, legends? How's it going? Kiwi and Bacon here. Now, today I'm gonna do a second episode of Theorycrafting with Kiwi. It is a deck that I created myself. It's Shuffle Rogue, aka Every Day I'm Shuffling. Posted it on Hearthpwn. I had a load of fun creating that deck. That was literally the first thing that I did when I saw some of the cards that we're going to be talking about. But before we do anything, I do have to mention this Thursday, so 2 days after the expansion comes out, I'm going to be streaming, and I'm going to also have a giveaway in which you have a chance at winning a bunch of card packs for your start of the expansion. So if you have not been fortunate enough to purchase the pre-purchase, and because you forgot about it or something, or you just can't afford it, you want to still have a chance at winning some card packs, all you've got to do, subscribe to the channel, leave a comment down in the comment section letting me know what you think about this deck, and I'll enter you in the draw for those. So good luck to everyone. Now, real quick, this deck might not be the most optimized deck ever. I do understand that. That is not the point. The point is to have fun. There are some cards that could be in this deck that I cut out. There are some cards that should be in this deck, and if you want to try them out, you can put them in. The point is to enjoy ourselves, and the main goal is to play as many C4 bombers as possible. To do so, there's a bunch of cards that are going to help us. Mainly 3 categories. So you have your explosives. So those are cards that let you create more explosives. There are cards that shuffle, and there are cards that are shuffled win conditions, right? So basically, in the explosive category, we're gonna have cards that let you gain more C4 bombers. So cards that are in turn going to help you create a copy of a C4 bomber. So Shadow Step, Zola the Gorgon, Valera the Holo, all of those cards actually help you bring back a bomber or make a copy of a bomber in order for you to put more bombs down. So that is... And you can do that during the same turn, so that's why I call it explosive. It's because you get explosive turns. You can play as many bombs, 2 or so bombs during the same turn or whatever. Sometimes that's feasible. There's also the shufflers. Shufflers are cards, like I said, help you put more shuffles, shuffle more of the same card into your deck or your opponent's deck. So you're gonna have my favorite. This expansion, Augmented Elec, which lets you shuffle more copies of whatever you're shuffling, either in your opponent's deck or in your own deck. So if, for example, you play it with a C4 bomber, you're going to get 2 bombs into your opponent's deck. If you play it with a Lab Recruiter on a C4 bomber that is currently on your board, then you're going to get 6 copies of your bomber into your deck. So that's pretty fun. Also, this type of combo lets you kind of win in fatigue, which is really, really sweet. Don't know if you'll always get there, but you might as well, because this is going to be a lot of fun. Now, like I said, Lab Recruiter shuffles 3 copies, and it is in every single point a better Baleful Banker. If you don't have Baleful Banker, just play the Lab Recruiter, but I feel like 4 cards that achieve somewhat the same thing is better than just 2. So Baleful Bankers are also going to help out. I don't know why it's an epic, but we're still playing it, and well, it's going to help us with our value engine, so that's pretty nice. Now, the shuffled win condition is what lets you actually win the game. In that category, we've got, well, 3 epics. We've got the C4 Bomber, which is the main goal of the deck. Then we have Falderay Strider. So if you don't draw your C4 bombers, or they get milled, or things happen, you just lose them, or you don't manage to draw the other cards that let you play more than one, well, you can have Falderay Strider and put some more Spider in your deck, put some more Falderay Striders in your deck, shuffle with Augmented Elec, for 7 you get 6 copies of Spiders, which is very, very good. So I don't know, I think it's actually quite strong. And then, as sort of a last resort, or you know, as a little bit of change of pace, sometimes you can turn 2. I don't know, turn 2 prep into Myra's Unstable Element, and then afterwards on turn 3 you can coin Academic Espionage or something like that. So now all the cards that you're gonna draw are gonna be extremely cheap. Don't recommend doing that. You can do it if you want, but you know, it can actually be game winning by itself. So I believe that that's just something interesting that we can do with that, and it's, you know, it's gonna help us be consistent. If you don't have Myra, you want to do something somewhat similar but less dangerous, you could put a Sprint in the deck instead of Myra's Unstable Element. I believe that will constitute the same type of game-changing card draw effect that's going to be very helpful to you. Other interesting thing that you can do, or card that you could run in this deck, would be to actually play any other heal cards that could let you survive for longer, or perhaps you could play some you know, some taunts or some more board clear, or you know, things like that to help you live. But I don't feel like that is very interesting. I feel like the deck is focused around the bomber there, and well, maybe we're gonna get pushed in by aggro. This deck is not really super interesting against aggro. You do have some tools with the backstab and, you know, and Fan of Knives is SI7 and whatnot, but all in all, it's just a decent core that lets you put a ton of bombs in your opponent's deck. And well, just wait. You know, there's just some people like me that like to see the world burn. That deck is probably gonna help you do that. You just say, you know what, I'm all out. You have 6 bombs in your deck. Let's just see you draw them all in one go. And then your opponent manages to draw 4 of them and explode for 20 and just lose the game. There's going to be games like that. And well, you know what? I feel like it feels like the embodiment of an explosive experimental deck that Dr. Boom would have liked to play. So it fits well with the expansion, and it makes me very happy. So that's pretty much it, in my opinion, for every day I'm shuffling. If you guys have questions, if you would like to mention some changes that could be made to the deck, I am more than happy to actually consider those. Apart from that, thank you everyone. Thank you very much for watching this video. And of course, I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.